Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is that time of the week again. The 5 best bets for the week NFL 15 slate. But before we begin, please always remember to gamble responsibly and gamble you can afford. But before we get on to bet number 5, we're going to review how we got on for week 14 picks. Week 14 was a 3 out of 5 strike rate at 60%. It's another winning week. Obviously, not as good as the last 4 or 5 weeks with the 80%, but we'll take 3 out of 5 every week. That's sort of the target we're aiming for. The misses we had, unfortunately, were Baltimore -7, the 1-6 without overtime touchdown, but realistically, they weren't really covering that. The Rams were quite comfortable throughout, even taking the lead. It was back and forth. It was a good game towards the neutral, but we didn't get that one. And the Buffalo Kansas went for the game points over. As usual, that game needs to be hitting at least 30 or 30, 35 half time because you're always chasing the second half and you get one long drive with no score, which happened in that game. It's going to set you back, and unfortunately, they didn't get anywhere near. But hey, we got 3 out of 5, and that's what we're aiming for. We're going to get 5 out of 5 soon, guys. Just bear with us. But without further ado, let's get on to pick number 5. Bet number 5 sees the Houston Texans traveling to the Tennessee Titans. Rough couple of weeks for the traveling team, the Houston Texans, losing Dell for the season. The availability of CJ Stroud this week in terms of the concussion. At the time of recording on the Wednesday, I'm not too sure if he's playing yet. Nico Collins got injured as well in the last down against the Jets. Obviously, it was a very disappointing loss. They got dominated. It's a little bit of a torrid time for the Houston Texans. Now, if you're going to miss your two best wide receivers, obviously one being out for the season, CJ Stroud really struggled to get a connection with the other guys against the Jets. Obviously, they're playing a top 3 defense, but it didn't look great. And we're not too sure what's going on with CJ Stroud. If he is available, he hasn't got many options. He's got Noah Brown, but and the running game, but especially being in a group game coming up, this is going to be quite a tough ask. Tennessee Titans come off a shock away win at Miami. They thoroughly deserve the win. Granted, 14-point underdogs they were. They kept themselves in it throughout. I did feel with Tyreek Hill obviously being injured, the offense for Miami was basic, and they were able to lock down Waddle and the run game as such. Even though they did score points, they was always in it, and fair play to them. My prediction for the game, at the moment, I'm going to go and side with the home team. I don't know what's going on in Houston, and I'm not quite comfortable with his weapons being out until I again see him build up another connection with some other wide receivers. I'm not really comfortable with Houston at the time. So for bet number 5, a time recording the Wednesday, my market for this will be the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The market I'm taking is the Tennessee Titans -2.5. Bet number 4 is Kansas City Chiefs traveling to New England Patriots. Kansas City Chiefs, another tough loss at home to the Buffalo Bills. There was obviously controversy with that call, which he was offside from Tony on the offense. I think Pat Mahomes' frustration's boiled over because I think he's just frustrated how the offense is going. More drop catches. They can't get downfield with ease, and if they do, they're not scoring many touchdowns. Bad game for Kelsey this week, but again, he can't do it by himself. Yes, Rice is chipping in, the run game's chipping in, but this isn't the Kansas City what we know, and I think that was shown with Pat Mahomes' outburst. But this should be a get back on track game. But the way Kansas have been, it's been unpredictable this year. Now, the home team, the Patriots, come off a little surprising away win at Pittsburgh, who were obviously trying to get that playoff spot. Zappi slinging them balls early, three passing touchdowns in the first half, and that was enough to see it out. They held strong against a late surge from Mitch Trubisky and the Steelers, and yeah, thoroughly deserved that +6. My thoughts for the game, I think this is going to be a get-right game for the Kansas City Chiefs. If you need sort of like a tune-up game, I think this could be the one where you can get the offense going, get some connection with some other wide receivers. So for the time recording on the Wednesday, the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots, the bet market I'll be taking will be the Kansas City Chiefs minus 9.5. Bet number 3 sees the San Francisco 49ers traveling to the Arizona Cardinals. The traveling team, San Francisco 49ers, on paper at the moment are the best team in the NFL. They're looking unstoppable. They're just dominating teams. Their offense is scoring at ease. The defense is stopping teams. And even if the game is sort of close, a couple of possessions later, they're already 14 points clear again. They look like a mighty threat. They've got weapons everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and it's. I would say a nailed uncertainty, but they're going to be one or two or three teams that are going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. The home team, the Cardinals, have just come off a bye week, I believe. Yeah, they've just come off a bye week. I'm not really sure what to make of the Cardinals. I think they're just sort of tanking now. Again, we don't know what's going on with Kyler Murray at the end of the year. They're going to get rid of him. Are they going to go for a quarterback in the draft? I don't know. There's so many questions in Arizona. And granted, this being a group game, I just think this is a mismatch. I think this is going to be a long, long day for Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Of San Francisco, I think they're going to dominate them from start to finish. And there's only one market I'm taking. So for bet number 3, the time I'm recording on the Wednesday, San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. My bet market I'm taking is the San Francisco 49ers minus 13.5. Bet number 2 sees the Washington Commanders at the LA Rams. The Commanders have just come off a bye week, so not much to say there. Previously had lost on their last time out to Miami. They got battered, but the bye might come at a good time for them for a little bit of a late season surge, shall we call. But this is no easy task with the home team, the Rams, on great form. They went toe-to-toe with Baltimore in Baltimore. Could have got away with that one. Unfortunately, they gave away that special teams defensive touchdown in overtime. But Matt Stafford's looking healthy. Cup's looking healthy. Nakuma's looking healthy. They've got a good Kyron Williams run game. They're looking a real threat at the moment. And they're certainly making noise in the NFC. And I can see them definitely getting a playoff spot. The thoughts for the game, I really like the market Rams minus 6.5, but just in case Washington do backdoor cover, I really like the game points. Washington leaks so many points. The Rams D is okay at times, but they leaks at least 20 points, and I can see Washington hitting that 20-point marker as well. So for the time recording on the Wednesday, the Washington Commanders at the LA Rams, I will be taking the total game points, and that is over 49. And bet number 1 sees the Baltimore Ravens traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Ravens, just previously spoken about in bet number 2 against the Rams, won in overtime. An end-to-end game. Fun. It was a fun for the neutral to watch, despite they saying the weather was going to put a damper on the game. Far from it. It was probably the most entertaining game of the week. The Rams just fell short. Baltimore found their way, and they're looking to threaten the AFC. Defense needs to tighten up a little bit because that was a good offense they played, got exposed a little bit, but it was good to see Lamar Jackson had different gears and he was very comfortable in the end. And they got to win. They got to win. Yes, needs a little bit of luck there, but they got to win. The Jacksonville Jaguars come off a disappointing away loss to the Cleveland Browns, led by Joe Flacco. There was question marks going into that about Trevor Lawrence. Should he have played? Should he have not? But he threw touchdowns. He was able to run with the ball. No question mark to me, he was fit enough to play. But bad result overall. Thoughts for the game? I think there's going to be points in this game. I think the total game points is very low at the moment. I think both teams could easily score. I think it could be another end-to-end game. I do fancy Baltimore to nick this one, but I'm not comfortable with the spread market. So for the time recording on the Wednesday, the Baltimore Ravens travelling to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be taking the total game points of over 43.5. And there we have it, guys. That is NFL Week 15 5 best bets wrapped up. If you come this far, please, if you can like and subscribe, comment down below any selections I've done that you like, may not like, or if you've got any suggestions for a bet or markets you've done in other games, please drop it down below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. I will see you guys this time next week where we're going to review week 15, how we got on, and to preview the NFL 5 best bets for week 16. Always remember, guys, to gamble responsibly and gamble we can afford. All the best. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.